This is a video on the general navigation through eCIO. We'll talk a little bit about how we kind of navigate through eCIO and find the various pieces of information that we want. There will be other videos released in this series here that'll go into much more detail in terms of functions and topics that we need to cover. This will just get us started. Now, this is the first kind of quick screen that comes up. There's a series of security screens, etc., but this will be what you'll end up with. A little mini menu here. Starting over on the left, this is a search. If we want to do a search and find particular topics, projects, deliverables, then we just click on that one. It'll bring up a parameter, and then we can key in the search criteria we need. UCs are under construction. Anytime you see that, those are topics that will be released in future eCIO software releases. If we want to create a new entity, whether it be a project, deliverable, CCN, we can just go to the new, click on the particular entity we want to create, in this case a project profile, and it'll bring up a template, initial template that we want to for entry. Separate videos will go into the headings and what we need to do in terms of what the menus all mean and what some of the fields mean within this. If we happen to know which particular entity we're working with, then you can just key in the number and bring that up. So in this case, we're going to go to deliverable 210, which is video project, how to use eCIO, and there's a series of action items and topics that we can go with in that one, and that'll be explained in a future video. If we want to do some copying of once to start the process, then we can just key in the number and then in fact go to create a copy of the one we want to look at. The little favorites buttons here, these are specific areas for that you're responsible for, that you've set up. So it might be my deliverables, my addresses, etc. on this side of it. And if we click on my deliverables, these are the deliverables that in fact I am responsible for. And we'll talk a little bit about how do we change the defaults and where do we need to go on that side of it. The reports, we go over here and click on reports. It'll bring up a report splash screen broken down by various topics within this one. And if we were to click on architecture, then those are the architecture reports. If we click on all reports, then we can do a search across all these various reports and click on that, and then it'll in a separate session we'll talk about how you go through and complete these reports. If we go into our home, this is our main home screen, and I will do a little separate session on the home screen and what each of these various topics in fact allow us to do and how do we navigate through that. For this, for going in, this is a knowledge base search. So if we were to do a test or example as using the word test for searching, then this would be the various knowledge topics that would be brought up into what the test is all about, and then we can go into what exactly that particular topic is about. We want to create a new one right off the top, then we can go and click into this little create, and then generally add in our questions and our short descriptions and like and go through them. So separate session we'll talk a little bit about exactly how to do that. And and there's a help which goes into a little bit more descriptions on what we need to do. And that concludes today's video session. Questions, please get in touch with us. Send a note to support@ecisolutions.com, and we'll be glad to help you out.